Kia ora, boys and girls. Welcome back to the channel. So we're back with Chapter 3, Map 1 of Multiverse Onality. This month is Cavalier Event Quest and Marvel Contest Champions. We've brought in Warlock, Guillotine, and a whole bunch of mutants for the lane. And the lane is very much mutant-based. So we're going to clear the lane and then meet back up at the boss. See you then. Okay, so back at the boss, we've got Prof X. We've got him pretty ranked up. We've got Magneto. We've got Warlock. We've got a few people that might be quite good for this fight. But we're up against Rogue, and Rogue has a few things on her. All her specials are unblockable, but they're pretty easy to evade. She's got True Strike as well, so Falter is not going to work. Roll with punches, so every time we stun her, but I mean she's pretty immune to stun anyway. Bubble shield, so you don't really want to parry her or stun her. Rising Sun, so every time she's struck, we gain a Fury buff that lasts 25 seconds. And once we have 10 or more, then we take a passive degen, and her heavy hits are not interrupted. So, I guess a few people we could use, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Prof X, and we are going to try and see what happens here. So one thing that I want to do is so if you do a heavy, it seems like it removes the Fury buff. So this guy might actually be perfect for this. I probably need to work the there you go. I probably need to get to my SP3 though. That would be ideal. But it's working pretty well. We push through, we wait till, that did not work out so well. Oh, the falter works on her as well, actually. That's interesting. So Prof X, if you can time it right, he'd be very good. If I could time that right and just get to the SP3 first, I would have had a field day with her, but I wasn't able to do that. What we're going to do now is we're going to try using guillotine. It's going to be a little bit tricky with the heavy attacks, but that's okay. So we're going to try to intercept. What we're really trying for that. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Because what you have to do is you have to kind of try to figure out the timing of the heavy. But the degen did do a lot of damage while it lasted. So if you can get someone who has a nice heavy, then you might be alright. That didn't really work. So let's go for good old Warlock. And what we're going to try to do get rid of that. And we're going to keep pushing on. And we just want her to throw her SP1, really. she can throw that, and we can get the timing. Yep. Ah, it's all about timing that. It's all about being able to time that heavy, unfortunately. So okay, jump in with Magneto. I'm not very helpful about this, but there we go. Finally timed it. And again, ooh, damn, man, damn. Yeah, so we're not gonna really have a very good time. It's one of those ones where you're gonna be able to do a lot of damage really quickly, but then, um, you will also take a lot of damage. Another one actually that would be quite good with the regen degen is what's his name? Gulk. Gulk would be very good at this because he'd regenerate a lot of that degen damage and also um, do more damage on the attack. The other person who'd be quite good is Mr. Negative. If you do have a Mr. Negative, which you probably don't, but if you did have a Mr. Negative, he would be fantastic for this. Try to get at least a neurotoxin on. This is good. Now we just wait for her to throw the SP1, and that should finish her off. So okay, man, it's not perfect, it's not pretty, but hey, it got the job done. That's really the main thing that we're going for here, getting the job done. Um, yeah, man. So hopefully it helps. If you have a Mr. Negative or you have Gulk, he'd be quite good for this. Ghost, I think, would be quite good as well, because as long as you don't get hit and you don't rely on the parries, and so long as you can throw a decent heavy, you should be fine for this fight. But yeah, man, hopefully it helped. If it did, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Kaki down, no boys and girls.